Championship up next here in Wichita. The Mustangs of Blue Valley North taking on the Panthers of Derby High School. It is the girls' state title game on Spectrum News. I am Tim Spurl. He's the Hall of Famer Michael Watson and his sidekick standing alongside. Michael, this is a loaded girls' state championship game, a good old-fashioned KC versus Wichita showdown.
It really is, and this is my grandson, Oakland, joining us. He wants to see some good basketball, and we're going to see that tonight against two really good teams. Both had a hard time getting here, so this one should be fun tonight.
Well, he's in luck because one of our players to watch is a McDonald's All-American.
Absolutely. She is simply the best player in the state of Kansas, recently named the Gatorade Player of the Year. Jalea Davis, averaging 25 points a game. You see her ranked number 17th in ESPN. She will be playing on the next level at KU and the WNBA.
Derby has their own star, though, in Michaela Askew.
Yeah, Michaela Askew, she had a great game against Olathe North in the semis. 16 points, 16 rebounds, inside-out player. She really is the engine for the Derby team, and they know they have their hands full with the two-headed monsters on the other side for Blue Valley North.
These two teams really similar. Well coached, they play defense well, they shoot it well. This is gonna be a dogfight in Wichita. We crown a girls' state champ next on Spectrum News. So both of these teams have steamrolled through the playoffs, and now they collide in the state championship game. Michael, this one is going to be electric, and it is a large crowd from the hometown Derby contingent.
Absolutely. These two teams, the best in the state of Kansas, as we get ready to tip off in the Kansas Girls 6A State Championship.
Blue Valley North in those navy blues, and the mid-range jumper is not there, but an offensive board is ripped away by the girl we highlighted, Michaela Askew. Askew trying to calm things down for Derby. Their first possession of the night straight away. Not there, out of the hands of Rickards. But an offensive rebound and a new life to this possession.
And one!
You hear the roar as Asia Fox has the first bucket of the night for Derby.
Well, Asia Fox, good job cutting back door for the sophomore. Gathers herself, takes the contact, able to get that one to go. She go to the line to try to complete the three-point play.
Asia Fox, only a sophomore, averaging more than 10 a game this year. I told you, they have got a lot of players that can go get it, and she's one of them. Gregory left alone.
See the double team on Jalea Davis down low. They're just going to leave Gregory open. She's going to have to be assertive offensively.
She can't scoop it here. And back comes Derby. Wing three is short from Rickards. And one the other way. Jalea Davis, we're going to say it a lot tonight.
She's just different. Caught the ball, nice balance, extends her arm a little bit to create the separation and powers up. Take a look right here, able to finish through the contact, and you see the height of it, and she's about, what, 6'4"?
Yeah, she's listed 6'2", but Michael, she is very versatile. She's going to play in the post most of the night tonight, but she can handle it all over the place. Corner three. Hit the top of the backboard, and Michaela Askew sticks with it.
And Askew, she has 16 boards in her last game, so she is going to be a formidable foe on the glass. There's a turnover.
A steal. Derby does this really well. Get out in the open floor. Graham. Fox fouled, and she'll go to the line. Derby makes life miserable in the half court. Michael, they average 14.5 steals per game. Here's one of them.
Well, Iverson picking up her dribble right here, and a nice job with the steal as Rickards ahead, starting to break. Carter with the initial shot, and Fox coming away with it.
They average more steals than assists per game. 14 assists per game, 14 and a half steals a game. This Derby team wants to beat you up. Hinson.
It is literally 2 people on Jalea Davis at all times.
Hinson can shoot it.
Bucket!
She's a 40% three-point shooter. Her light is always green. Dangerous pass taken away.
Alverson.
Shaw will try one. Off the backboard. Fox. Askew through traffic.
Nice job, Askew doing a great job with the footwork that time, using his step through.
Askew is one of the best players in the state. Dangerous pass and another steal. Asia Fox.
You see that defense coming to life for Derby. Playing the passing lanes, and the Mustangs right now being careless with the basketball.
Gregory leaving her open again. Pulled in by Davis. Why not? Point blank. Couldn't roll it in.
Wow, that's one you just gotta make.
Fox, a little bit of contact, but no whistle. This one batted out of balance. And yeah, the game plan is glaringly evident. They want to stack Jalea Davis, and Delia Gregory is going to have to make some plays tonight and force Derby out of that. Trying to force it in, and Davis draws the foul. Why are they double teaming Jalea Davis? Well, let me tell you, the reigning 6A player of the year is averaging 25 a game to go along with 7.5 rebounds per game in this tournament. Michael, she's averaging 23 and 14 boards. She's unreal. Hinson can't roll it in. Kept alive. Gregory.
Good save.
Hitting the deck. Pulled away by Davis underneath. But can't finish. And then Davis picks up the loose ball foul. If you can't tell, it is about an 80-20 Derby crowd in Wichita this evening.
Yeah, Derby about 20 minutes outside of Wichita, and they bought the whole town out tonight.
It's pretty crazy. Half that graphic was Jalea Davis's accomplishments. Took up about 45% of your screen. That's insane. And even that doesn't tell the whole story. Open look in the corner. Davis, this time, the favor is returned as she gets fouled on the loose ball by Askew. And that is Michaela Askew's second personal. Why is that important? Michaela Askew, not only their leading scorer in this tournament, is averaging 15 rebounds a game. 3 ball. Derby trying to push. Graham has to pull it out. Blue Valley North picking up in a man. Damore. Splitting, scooping with both hands.
Oh my goodness.
Carly Damore somehow able to flip it up and in. A 7-point Derby advantage. Take it away, another steal. But giving it right back, Gregory over to grab it. Shaw will go to the line. That may be the chink in the armor for Blue Valley North. They are committing 16 turnovers a game, but explain to me how this falls, Michael.
I don't know. I've never seen that kind of shot. Well, yeah, I saw it when basketball was first invented with the peach basket. That's that scoop shot.
That was a heck of a finish by Damel. As Aubrey Shaw hits her first free throw. She's also pretty important offensively for this team, averaging 16 in the game, headed to Harvard. She's also a top 50 prospect in the nation, which is crazy. If she's on any other team, she grabs every highlight. But she plays with Jalea Davis as she knocks this out of bounds. Strong lineage, too, for Aubrey Shaw. Older brother won the DeRenner Award a few years back. Aiden Shaw.
MIZ.
Davis did a good job to hit the deck and save that one. Alverson a deep three. And a foul on Farrington. Blue Valley North in a little bit of early foul trouble.
Looked like a tie ball to me.
And that's what the Blue Valley North bench reacted with. They all went jump. And that's the frustration from Farrington, because she thought she tied that up as well. Dangerous pass is going to come right over to us.
Right to Coach Terry Nooner, the head coach of Wichita State women's basketball. But we know him from Raytown High School class of 1995. KU men's basketball player. Even though he went to KU, he's still my brother.
You know him as that. I was 4 in 1995.
You were 4 in 95? Yikes.
I couldn't say Raytown in 1995.
I should have bought our second grade pictures of Terry and I.
Davis getting bullied underneath, and Alverson cleans it up.
Yeah, she is facing double and triple teams every time she catches the ball down low.
Here comes a trap.
Wide open.
Somehow, Alex Dinsmore got free.
Strong play that time by Lansing.
Davis, too strong, got her own miss, and she'll go to the line. She's frustrated. Jalea Davis, after she got fouled there, you could see her having a conversation. They are getting physical with the five-star recruit.
They know they have to try to frustrate her, keep two bodies around her at all times, because one person is just not gonna do it.
Future Jayhawk. Again, ESPN ranked her the 17th best recruit in the country. A McDonald's All-American. Player of the Year last year in 6A in the state of Kansas. And gonna have a good shot at defending her title this season. Another whistle and another loose ball foul against Blue Valley North. And that means Derby is shooting free throws the rest of the way in quarter one. And Fritz having a friendly conversation. All 4 state championships for Blue Valley North belong to her. Trying to win another, but she's gonna have her hands full tonight with this Derby team. Good rebound by Aubrey Shaw.
Wide open.
Alone, Jada Farrington.
Wide open, and that's because everyone is going to make sure they pay attention to where Davis is at all times. Ooh.
Harris. And a great rebound by Delia Gregory. Farrington running the floor. Alverson, why not? Another!
Bucket! What an unselfish play from Jalea Davis. Had the opportunity to go one-on-one, but understands who her shooters are. Gets it right back to Alverson for the bucket.
On the other side, Harris trying to answer, cannot. An offensive rebound. Carter over Davis. Came up with air. And a jump as we take you back to that last three ball by Alverson.
Well, Alverson stepping out, knocking it down. Everyone is so focused on Davis that Alverson is going to have some wide open looks.
Michael, that's what makes Blue Valley North really tough to beat. Obviously, they've got the star power, but Alverson, a 36% shooter from beyond the arc. She can light it up. And we also saw Henson hit a three, a 40% shooter. So all the attention, and it's been evident, goes to Sean Davis, rightfully so, but North has got some options outside of them that get overlooked.
Looks like Jalea Davis may have some blood on her jersey, so they'll have to get that cleaned up.
And with how physical it's been in this first quarter, I'm surprised it took so long. Because, boy, they are doubling her each time. And one more look at that last play. See if we can see anything. So, can't see anything from there, but that was the stoppage. That's what we've been told. Oh, here's our guilty party. It wasn't Jalea Davis, but Alex Dinsmore. But in that all-white jersey, we can't see the blood, so we'll just have to trust the Clorox works. Inside 25 seconds, Derby may hold for the final shot of quarter one.
Looks like they are. Just 10 seconds remaining.
Carter, gotta go. Oh, thrown away by Davis.
Whoa.
She can do that too.
Able to move her feet. Woo. Just that length and athleticism.
Shaw taking it away, trying to go end to end. Shaw trying to beat the horn. No foul. Davis couldn't tip it, and we're at the end of one. And again, Ann Fritz from her bench asking for a foul. She's not going to get it.
2 fouls on that play right there. No call.
Michael, we are at the end of one, and you better go find your boxing gloves because it is going to be a fight in Wichita. 1 point lead for Blue Valley North after one quarter, and allows me to let you know that you're watching the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week on Spectrum News, the final game of the week for the basketball season, as we will crown a girls state champion, and then we're done. Basketball season is put to rest, and we've got a pretty good one shaping up so far. Blue Valley North crowd, they are outnumbered, Michael, but they've made some noise tonight right behind us, and the band has brought some energy behind us.
Both bands really, and I love the fact that they're giving each other a chance to go and then
staring
go back
each other
and forth.
down.
They absolutely, and they're looking at each other like, the bass player right now has a look on his face like, just wait. You just wait until it's our turn again.
Boy, you talk about the on-court storylines. I'm fired about the off-court battle of the bands we've got cooking.
And I'm trying to egg them on, too. They were really staring each other down.
And we're only just getting going here. It's going to be a fun night. North battled back from a 7-point first quarter deficit. Davis in a crowd, doesn't matter.
Just throw it up high. She'll go and get it. Askew back in the game with 2 fouls for Derby.
Yeah, that's a roll of the dice. Corner three is short. Another rebound by Alverson. Hit a big three in that opening quarter. Davis again on the block.
And they're finding a double team or not. They're going right inside to Jalea Davis, and she is making them pay back-to-back buckets for the Gatorade Player of the Year.
And Michaela Askew is handcuffed defensively on the block with 2 fouls. She'll try a 3. Fight for the rebounds. Chased down by Damel. Good hustle.
Great hustle by Damel, getting on the floor.
The jump is going to keep it with the Panthers.
She's not even wearing knee pads out there. Ooh. To be young and heal instantly.
Trouble getting it in. They beat the 5 seconds.
You were 4 in 95, Tim?
Yeah.
Golly.
Oh! Thrown away by Schroren.
What a block. Take a look right here. Schroren on ball defense, blocked it with 2 hands.
You've been thinking about that for a full quarter?
It did. I was like, wait, 95. I had a license.
Corner 3 is good. Sarai Graham. That injects some life for Derby. Trying to get their offense back on track. Davis, double team, stepping around him. Jalea Davis is heating up.
Her hands are so big when she catches the basketball. I don't think you understand her ability to manipulate the basketball because of the size of her hands.
Davis is starting to do it on both ends. Here comes Shaw. This is the combo. Davis and Shaw are starting to take over now. Blue Valley North back up 6 in a full timeout.
Take a look at the defense from Jalea Davis, the steal, and the look ahead to Shaw. She's going 1 against 2. Watch this quick floater, able to get it to go, and the Harvard commit getting it going. But I love Jalea Davis. We know what she can do on the offensive end here. Stepping in, getting the steal, and Shaw finishing it off.
Michael, we talk about Jalea Davis ad nauseum, and for good reason, but Aubrey Shaw, you just said it, committed to go play at Harvard, the all-time leading rebounder in program history of Blue Valley North. She was first team All-State a season ago and a top 50 recruit consensus, the 43rd ranked recruit in the nation by ESPN. So again, if Aubrey Shaw plays for any other team in the state, she's far and away their best player. And again, for the second time, a player graphic takes up half your screen. That's insane. And again, that's not even half the accomplishments.
And you don't just commit to Harvard on an athletics scholarship.
Yes.
You know, she's getting it done in the classroom, but my goodness.
The second 3 from Sarai Graham. She's got the last 6 for Derby. That one too tall for Aubrey Shaw. Don't say those words a lot. They list her at 6'2", Michael, but I don't know. I think that's underdoing it a bit. She seems bigger than that. Back out, Rickards through traffic, and she traveled.
Well, you know who made her travel. Davis came over off the weak side, and she was about to erase every thought of a shot.
I mean, you can see it in real time. They list Askew at 6'2".
No.
You can't tell me they're both 6'2".
That's why I said Davis has to be more 6'3", 6'4".
Here she comes, spinning into the lane, off balance. Shaw picking up her teammate.
Come on now.
All of a sudden,
Davis and Askew going at it a little bit, coming up the floor.
Rickards kicking. Damel, good pump.
Still a 1-possession game. Derby hanging around. Blue Valley North went on a mini run.
Gregory left alone. She'll attack. Get fouled. Couldn't put it in. It looks like they're going to call this on the floor. Yeah, Derby is not going to go away. This is a very well-coached Derby team. They're not going to flinch either. I think the most important thing for Derby is to keep Michaela Askew out of more foul trouble and get to halftime somewhat close. This one mishandled. Out of bounds to Derby.
The hustle by both teams getting on the floor. Every possession counts. Ball gets knocked loose right here. Well, just didn't catch the ball. Then Schwaring and check out Alverson end up knocking that one out of bounds.
Effort. Boy, they want this state championship. This is going to be fun. Graham lost it. Alverson took it away. And a steal the other way as Askew came away with it.
Ooh.
Rickards a deep three. Derby's going to need those threes to fall at a high clip tonight.
And Gregory not really an outside shooter, but they're leaving her wide open.
Here again unguarded, one-on-one to the cup, and she's fouled. And now she comes up holding her ankle. The last thing you want to see as Delia Gregory remains down. Able to hop up. She nods to Ann Fritz. She says, I'm good to stay. And she'll head to the line. Delia Gregory can score. Averaging 4 a game in her senior year. But very capable of putting up points in chunks. She's going to have that green light as long as Derby continues to double on the block. But she's hobbled as she jogs off. We'll keep an eye on that. As Farrington back onto the floor as we approach 3 to go. And again, Derby just trying to stay within striking distance before we hit halftime. Askew around defenders. Got altered at the last second by Schwaring. Davis.
Good find.
Oh,
good
what
block.
A block. Asia Fox out of nowhere.
Wow, getting up off the ground. Fox with the nice block on Schwaring.
Askew. The 3 ball is not falling for Derby right now. 18% from beyond the arc of the Panthers. For a team that shoots around 30% on the season. And this time they take advantage of the double.
I mean, the lane, you could drive a tractor truck through it twice. They're just keying on Davis as well as Shaw. Schwaring is going to have to be aggressive on the offensive end.
Biggest lead of the game for Blue Valley North, and the travel. Derby hasn't scored in 3 minutes. Davis tried to wrap around. Meanwhile, Blue Valley North, 46% from the field, 40% from three. Shaw. North taking their time. Shoring. Oh, what a give to Shaw.
Nice. A nice give and go between this duo, and the lead now up to 9. Ask you for 3. Oh, rims out.
That was halfway down.
And here comes Shaw. Ahead.
Leaving it for Davis.
The catch and score.
I don't know that two players in the state play better off each other. 11-point lead for Blue Valley North. They have dominated in this second quarter. Low dribble, almost taken away. Body's hitting the deck, and a jump is going to give it back to the Mustangs.
That ball movement last possession for Blue Valley North. Shoring 3 passes, and watch the cutting Shaw. That was almost looked like a set play. Understanding the double team was going to happen for Davis. Other teammates have to remain active and moving at all times.
Carrington, Alverson inside 10 seconds. Shaw will trigger. Got her on miss, try again, well off. We're at the end of 1. A dominant second quarter from Julia Davis and Aubrey Shaw. And Blue Valley North, all of a sudden with an 11-point lead as we head to the break. Blue Valley North in the driver's seat after the first half in the 6A Girls State Championship game. Stay with us on Spectrum News. Problem scoring the basketball all season. They dropped 68 on Olathe North last night. And this Derby Panther team needs to find some offense in the second half. A foul 9 seconds into the third quarter. That was an issue for Blue Valley North in the first quarter, if you remember. They put Derby in the bonus in less than 4 minutes in the first quarter. A deep 3 from Damon.
Oh! Big shot.
There's a spark coming out of the locker room.
Oh, man, I don't think anyone saw that one coming. Can't answer. Davis climbing the ladder. Off balance, banking in 2 more. Yeah, Davis just so strong hands, able to come away with that one. And Askew doesn't want to pick up her 3rd foul, just let her have it.
Davis has 14 on 6 of 9 shooting. Fox can't line it up. Those threes are going to be available for Derby because, again, they don't want to hang out. And if they can get more shots like this, they can work their way back.
Damo right there knocking it down. And she is pumped.
This is a Derby team. Again, I told you in the first half, they shoot around 30% as a team from beyond the arc. Not a bad-looking number, but this is not a team that's reliant on the 3-ball. They've shot 14 of them in this game. It's not their game. It hasn't been this season. Shaw underneath. got her own miss, and
fouled.
now she'll go to the line. This is also something that doesn't happen to Derby much. Michael, through the first 2 state tournament games for Derby, they had a plus 33 advantage on the boards. Right now, Derby is losing the rebounding game, 20-18. This is a team used to dominating the glass, used to getting kind of whatever they want offensively.
Yeah.
But they're running into a different beast tonight. Good rebound by Fox, tracking it down. Asia Fox keeping. Got that shot altered. Gregory.
We saw Henson knock down a 3 in the first half. Somebody else is going to have to take some shots outside. Oh, Shaw gets it to go.
Long jumper from Aubrey Shaw. Back to a 12-point lead. Another 3 off the mark. Askew. Got fouled. Julia Davis disagrees.
She turned her back away from her. Take a look at it right here. Okay, maybe she undercut her a little bit. It's difficult to see from our angle.
That's her second personal. And surely Brian Chadwick, head coach of Derby, is aware that Julia Davis has 2 personals. You would think a third in this third quarter would probably land her on the bench for a minute. Shaw. Gregory carving out space and will be back at the line.
And that's what Blue Valley North needs more of. Other players outside of Shaw and Davis being aggressive. This time, Gregory, take a look at it right here. Catch, nice strong move, and gets the foul from DeMille. She'll go to the line.
Delia Gregory off the mark on her first free throw, but making an impact on this game. 3 rebounds, couple assists, and it doesn't appear that ankle is worse for wear. She goes 1 and 2 from the line. Rickards. Damel attacks. No whistle. Tipped out, and it will stay with Derby.
Great defense by Alverson that time, as well as Gregory, not allowing the players for Derby to turn the corner after their initial drive. Coaches always talk about winning your one-on-one matchup. Askew.
We'll try baseline.
Oh.
Blocked by Davis. Smothered by Davis. Alverson, too strong. One to rebound by Davis. And she'll go to the line.
Take a look right here. Watch her smother the ball on the block. She blocked it with the middle of her, the front side of her elbow, and then the other end just snatching the ball out of the air. My goodness.
In real time, you are getting to see the difference between a really good player and a phenomenal future pro.
A next level player.
Yes.
You can tell by the way she moves.
And Michaela Askew is probably going to end up first team All-State. One of the best players in the state. Only a junior, mind you, but Julia Davis has been unreal. And this is what she's done all season, all career.
Important time for Derby. Are they able to answer offensively?
Damo forcing it up.
Damo has had the answers.
This Derby crowd looking for something to cheer about. A heavy Derby crowd in Wichita. But North has taken this game over. Gregory, no foul call.
Wow, a lot of contact right there.
It's a big possession for Derby, trying to get it back within single digits. Damo stripped, hitting the deck, and possession will go back over to North.
Damo, she is just living on the floor. Any loose ball, she is not hesitating to get on the ground.
She hit that 3 to begin the quarter. But that's the only time the Derby's been within single digits in this quarter. Gregory, a sidestep.
What a move! Oh my goodness!
Delia Gregory put her defender on skates.
Hit her with the Euro. I wonder what country though.
Fox couldn't curl it in. Numbers. Shaw kicking. Getting it right back on the block. Going to work and going to the line again. That is to put it lightly, Michael, a mismatch. Aubrey Shaw, let's say she goes 6'2", 6'3". Callie Rickards goes 5'4".
Yeah, she just put her on her block and said, "You're gonna have to do something. Either you're gonna foul me or I'm gonna score this layup."
Nearly a foot size difference between Shaw and Rickards. Something tells me that that's not where they wanted Rickards on that possession.
Maya Harris returns for the Panthers.
Biggest lead of the night at 15 for Blue Valley North.
Got to get something going offensively if you're Derby. 15-point lead. You don't have a lot of time before this one will get out of hand.
Yeah. If you're going to make a move, it's got to be now. When you get into the fourth quarter and you're still down 15, 14 points, it's just going to be a very tall mountain to climb. Not to say that Derby is not capable of it. They absolutely are. But you're going to have to start chipping away right now, halfway through the third quarter, and that doesn't help. A foul on the inbound against Derby. And now full court pressure applied by Derby. Davis got it.
Good defense by Askew.
Open 3 from Shaw.
Knocked it down.
Aubrey Shaw is dropping daggers in Wichita. 15 tonight from Aubrey Shaw, and Blue Valley North in full control.
Well, wide open, and that is a deep 3. Gets it to go. The southpaw making it rain here in Wichita. Extended the lead out to 18 over Derby.
Michael, that was a violent rip of the nylon. Takes me back to your days.
Oh, I say you was.
I'm thinking 1995.
95. Oh man, I was jumping from the free throw line in 95, baby. That's when you can just walk in the gym, no stretching, nothing. You just play, no warm up or anything.
Give me that net rip one more time.
Just listen. For those at home, just listen right here. You can use that in a basketball movie for the sound effects.
You could.
I'm telling you.
Askew blocks, but a foul call. Oh, almost another smother block from Davis.
Where is the foul? There is no foul on that one.
Another one coming from Askew. Back to 17. But Blue Valley North getting whatever they want offensively until now. Finally, a steal from Derby. But they're going to give it right back.
Carter, the freshman, trying to run that one down. But she's shown signs of what she can do as well. Number 25 for Derby. And only a freshman. Kind of thrown in the fire tonight, having to guard Davis down low.
Oh, and now back-to-back turnovers against Blue Valley North. Michael, I was about to tease this stat. Remember, Derby had 4 steals in the first quarter. They have 2 since then. Blue Valley North, I was going to say, is protecting the ball significantly better, but now they turn it over on back-to-back possessions, and you can see in the replay, she didn't step out. And Derby trying to hang on to something, but they have had their hands full with that combo, man. Shaw and Davis have combined for 31 tonight.
The law firm of Shaw and Davis has been in full effect, reaping judgment down on Derby all night long. Inside, outside, you name it, double team, doesn't matter. Jalea Davis, the Kansas Gatorade Player of the Year, showing you why tonight.
Askew doubled and fouled. And the next foul should put Derby at the line. And yeah, they are at the line. That was the 5th person. So Askew just went 1 of 2 a moment ago.
You can't hear it at home, but the fans are just everything they're talking. Even when it's so quiet in here, you got one guy yelling out something.
Two from Askew from the line. Some guy's got a comedy routine going.
He really having to stand up in the crowd right now. Like, this is my one shining moment, baby.
Yeah, we put our crowd mics in the wrong spot. We should have just given him a handheld. In transition, nice. Delia Gregory. He's got 2 more.
It's opening up really, really bad now for Derby.
Hey, they've invited Delia Gregory to get to the rim, and now she's got 7. Good pass underneath. And another turnover. That has also been a part of this issue for Derby. 14 turnovers on the night. Uncharacteristic from the Panthers. Lobbing to Davis.
Just too easy. Nice high-low from Shaw to Davis.
Step back. Left it short. Offensive rebound. No foul call underneath, and now a foul gets called. Initially, Sienna Carter may have had an argument, but her teammate Dinsmore will draw the personal. And Fritz. She's not going to show it, but I think she's starting to sense it. 1:13 to go in the third quarter, but her team up 19 right now. I told you the point differential in the playoffs is outstanding for both of these teams, but again, Blue Valley North in control right now. They've outscored their 4 playoff opponents by 134 points coming into tonight. They've added to it through the first 3 quarters tonight, but they turn it over here.
That's great pressure on ball that time from Graham. I'm sorry, that's Carter causing that turnover.
Davis will come off near the end of this third quarter. Probably won't see her again until the 4th. Askew. Kicking. Open look from 3 is well off the mark. Derby, 3 of 17 from 3 in the game. 18% and just 29% from the field. Davis, extra pass. Shaw wanting another one. Not there.
Man, look at that rebound. Tatum Schwaring, the junior, getting up off the floor. Nice strong rebound. She's fouled.
I'm curious. I know Aubrey Shaw missed that last shot, and I'm going to have no way of finding this out right now. But again, Aubrey Shaw headed to Harvard, which incredibly smart, obviously, going to Harvard, and probably a few reasons why she ends up committing to Harvard. I wonder if Aubrey Shaw, who is the 43rd ranked recruit in the country, is she one of the highest recruits ever to go to Harvard?
That's a great question.
You would probably assume so. I mean, again, I have no way of finding that out, but this one's off the mark. She very well could be one of the biggest ones. Shaw travels at midcourt.
Good job by Maya Harris coming up, making Shaw travel.
Someone's going to look that up for me. I don't know who, but
We got the best production team on the land, so.
that'd take a lot of research. I don't know that they can do that inside of a couple of minutes. Askew, we're at the end of 3. Blue Valley North is 8 minutes away. Up 19, up 21 rather, as we go to the 4th quarter. You are watching the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week on Spectrum News, and about to take on the final quarter of the season on the Spectrum News Game of the Week during basketball season. It was a heck of a ride this year. Got to see some awesome games on both the boys and girls side, culminating in this state tournament once again in Wichita. The boys already crowned a champ. Shawnee Mission Northwest bringing 1 state championship trophy back to the Kansas City area. And Blue Valley North in full control after 3 quarters, trying to bring a 2nd state title in 6A back to Kansas City alongside him.
Drop this light.
Through 3 quarters, Shaw and Davis have combined for 33 of the 54 points for the Mustangs, and you see where this game turned. That second quarter, those two dominated. Remember, they had 14 of the 18 in that second quarter. And the closest Derby has been was 8 points at the start of the third quarter. But it's been all Blue Valley North since. Askew. She'll take a 3. Can't hit it.
A nice looking shot from her. You know, she will only continue to get better.
Barrington. Too strong inside. And a fight for the rebound. Will get whistled. Against Blue Valley North.
Fouls out Lindsay Short against her first personal foul on team number 1 against the Mustangs.
You want to keep.
This one just dribbled off the foot. Right to Delia Gregory. The reach in foul against Callie Rickards.
Josephine Davis returns for the Mustangs. Timeout, Derby. 60 seconds.
Timeout taken by the Panthers. 7:11 to go in this fourth quarter. Blue Valley North trying to win their 5th state championship, and it has all been behind head coach Ann Fritz Michael, and what a career it's been for her on the sidelines. Won her first in '98, won another 2 years later in 2000, 2005. She added to the trophy case, and then a long drought, but just 2 seasons ago in 2023, she won her 4th and trying to win another here in 2025.
One of the premier longtime coaches in the area. You talked about it, just her ability to get players going and coach who she has in front of her. As my grandson turns up my non-interrupt volume and almost burst my eardrums.
Oakland back on the sideline with us for this fourth quarter. Davis. Blue Valley North is content to eat up a little bit of clock in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, no shot clock. There's a steal by Fox.
Thrown away, Asia Fox. In transition in a hard collision, but Jada Farrington able to bounce right back up.
Okie, look.
Oakland getting
Oakland.
his screen
Say
time.
This is Oakland. This is my youngest grandson. His big brother Owen is in the crowd. And he's just here pushing every button he can right now.
We had a headset for him.
Yeah, he don't want that.
But yeah,
He's a guy of few words.
we'll see if we can wrestle him into the spare here in a minute. I'd love to get his input on what he's seen. He's been here all night, so he's gotten both games.
And North is content to use some clock right now.
Alverson. As we are about to hit the 6-minute mark in this fourth quarter. Blue Valley North zeroing in on the 5th in program history with another turnover. His stall game has killed some clock, but it's also resulted in back-to-back turnovers. Long rebound into the corner and another hard collision over there. Alverson will get it across, and again, North will start to kill some clock. Davis, 2 more.
And you still have to play your game if you're Blue Valley North. You want to use a lot of clock. By that time, able to just lob over the top to Davis for the bucket.
Askew too strong on the runner. Fox can't clean it up. One more try before Shaw finally brings it in.
Davis ahead. Oh, good defense from Fox.
.503 to go in this fourth quarter. And again, this is the final game of the careers of Jalea Davis and Aubrey Shaw. And the rest of these seniors, including Delia Gregory, Ashley Alverson, Jada Farrington, they go inside to Davis, who is fouled. It wasn't all easy for Blue Valley North. They really struggled with Washburn Rural in the quarterfinals of this state tournament. It's going to end up getting overshadowed, but Washburn Rural got really physical, brought the fight to Blue Valley North, and Blue Valley North, down the stretch, had to come alive, and they did. They answered the call in the quarterfinals. Jalea Davis had a monster second half, 26 and 12. And helped get her team into the semifinals, where they ran away from Wichita Heights last night. I think that quarterfinal game served as a wake-up call.
Absolutely did.
As Jalea Davis exits. And you wonder if she'll come back onto the floor. They may not need her, but will she get a curtain call? Carter, batted around. Open look for Graham. Has not been Derby's night shooting the basketball. 3 of 20 from three-point range. And we've said it throughout the broadcast, that is not the way they played this year. They didn't have to rely on the 3-ball. But Blue Valley North has forced them into that tonight.
Derby's still going to play hard, still closing out defensively, trying to get a turnover. North just playing a little keep away right now. Davis does check back in the game for the Mustangs.
Shaw can't finish, got her own miss though, before it's knocked out. Back over to Derby. Yeah, I tell you, that is one thing about Derby. They will fight until this clock hits 000. Brian Chadwick does a tremendous job, and this is a roster that's actually pretty young. A lot of freshmen, sophomores on this Derby team, and it's overshadowed because of the record at 21-3 coming in. And again, at periods this year, the #1 ranked team in 6A. You forget how young they are as this one's thrown away. The bulk of this roster, including their leading scorer, Michaela Askew, right there, will be back next season for Derby. So, Michael, I would venture to say you have not heard the last of the Derby Panthers.
Not at all. Promising freshmen and sophomores in Carter and Graham, so Askew, we know what she can do.
And I told you, I would think she's going to end up on an all-state team. I think probably first team, if not second team. She was one of the better players in the state. And she'll be back for a senior season next year at Derby. Fox sticking with it. Can't finish either. Shaw. And now they'll back it up near midcourt. Heigl. I'm just now realizing Derby does not have a point in the fourth quarter.
I have to credit the defense of Blue Valley North and what they've been able to do, bothering the shots anytime they come into the lane. And Derby, they really got their points off of turnovers in that first half.
Yeah.
Playing the passing lane, doing a good job of limiting second chance possessions as well. But since the second quarter, it's been all Blue Valley North, all Jalea Davis and Shaw.
Askew will try in the corner and hit.
Nice. Good shot by Askew, knocking that one down. Maybe too little too late, but still firing away.
Finally, Askew sees one go down. And she has led the way tonight for Derby with 12 points, but it has not been easy. 3 of 12 shooting from the field. Blue Valley North has just been dominant on both ends tonight, and now 2:48 away from a state championship. And the Mustang faithful that made the 3-hour trek south to Wichita knows that they're going to have a little bit of hardware coming home with them on the buses. Inside 3 to go, and it took over 5 minutes for Derby to get their first field goal of this fourth quarter. Alverson running away from pressure. Baseline jumper.
Oh, nice. Henson knocking that one down from the baseline. Nice pass from Davis.
Askew had to get rid of it. Wing 3 over everything. And Davis careful down there, hit her head hard. Now concern for Jalea Davis. You can hear Ann Fritz saying she's all right.
Yeah, she rolled out of bounds and right up to the partition underneath the basket.
Yeah, the head came down pretty hard on the floor, but Ann Fritz knows her players, and Davis will come out of this game, and maybe the last time that she is on the floor in a Blue Valley North uniform in an unbelievable career. And you're going to be hearing that name for a long time. Askew is fouled. Well, just kidding. Jalea Davis will get that curtain call after all, as she's ready to check back into the game. I think Ann Fritz wants to give her a proper send-off.
Jalea Davis returns for the Mustangs. Allie Rickard checks back in for the Panthers.
Able to split the trip. Inside 2 minutes and full court pressure from Derby. It was a 1-point game after the first quarter. But Blue Valley North outscored Derby by 10 in the second. Outscored Derby by 10 in the third. And in this fourth quarter, they have just controlled this clock. Shaw has a couple of those shots blocked inside before it leaks out of bounds. Blue Valley North on their way to their 5th state championship in program history. Fritz continues to rewrite the record book.
Gotta credit the defense of Blue Valley North.
Trying to get Davis another bucket. Henson.
Nice. Wide open. It's just shoot practice for Henson. All the attention still going down low.
She's hit a couple in the state championship. Askew with good rebounds. Askew one more time. Not there. And now 67 seconds. And Aubrey Shaw, who may be the highest ranked recruit to ever go to Harvard. I don't know that. Don't quote me on that.
I feel like you're going to look that up. I feel like you're going to find out.
And be way wrong, right? Like wow. What a dumb thing to say.
You might be on point, though. I don't know.
So they have been doing some research, I was just told. They cannot confirm nor deny my claim. And it's not a hard and fast claim. As the curtain call being given for some of these seniors. And Fritz finally cracking a smile. Maybe the final points in Aubrey Shaw's career just then at Blue Valley North. The all-time leading rebounder in program history. She's going to be a hard one to catch. And her teammate, the all-time leading scorer in program history. Seconds, and Blue Valley North, they may just dribble this clock all the way down to their 5th state championship. (21-4). They outscored their playoff opponents in 5 games by more than 150 points. A 5-second call against Jalea Davis with 15 seconds to go in the game. And yeah, these two, I don't think there was any ill intent there.
No, it wasn't.
And they whistled it, but those two, again, I think they were sharing a laugh here. They did tee that one up, but I think even Sienna Carter is coming to defense of Jalea Davis a little bit there. See if we can get the reaction from Carter. Yeah.
They're laughing at each other like they're just playing hard, I think. Yeah, and that was an unnecessary takeaway.
And a timeout. One more time for Ann Fritz. As there's a party in one huddle, and Brian Chadwick telling his team that they had an incredible season in the other. But all smiles with Ann Fritz and company. Blue Valley North is going to hang another banner in those halls. This was one of the better teams, one of the better girls teams we have seen come through the KC area in a minute. And one of the best tandems in the state, let alone the country. One more block for Aubrey Shaw before she calls it a career with 3.3 to go. A three at the horn won't go, and Blue Valley North has a 5th state championship. Ann Fritz has ran out of fingers. Her 5th ring as she wins another one at Blue Valley North. She won it in 98, 2000, 2005, 2023, and now 2025 as the Mustangs run past Derby tonight in Wichita 65-39. And this was an all-around victory, Michael. They did it great. It was dominant on both ends.
They really were, and credit to Derby. First quarter, they hung around, playing well, efficient. A lot of great defensive stops, still led to easy buckets, but then, like Kendrick Lamar said, Blue Valley North just turned the TV off on them in that second quarter, and it was all she wrote. After that, Blue Valley North, the 2025 Girls 6A Kansas State champions, going the way home with it.
Another one to add to the halls at Blue Valley North High School. Another state championship for Ann Fritz in her legendary career. The Mustangs of Blue Valley North, champions once again. (65-39). You see the state bracket. Blue Valley North gets it done. They rise to the top once again in 6A girls basketball. And I told you that crazy point differential. And after 5 playoff games, 3 state tournament games, 2 sub-state games, Blue Valley North ends the playoffs with a 160-point differential in their 5 playoff games. An absolutely unreal performance in the month of March from Blue Valley North, but that is what Ann Fritz does when the calendar hits March. Not a lot of coaches do it better than Ann Fritz.
Absolutely, credit to her and her staff. And you see tears of joy from the young ladies of Blue Valley North, understanding this is what they've been working for all year, and to finally accomplish that, and understanding a couple of your players won't be returning next year. Definitely an emotional moment. And Coach Fritz, they're so excited for her as well. So congratulations to Blue Valley North.
2 of the last 3 state championships in 6A belong to Blue Valley North and Ann Fritz. What a performance tonight from Jalea Davis and Aubrey Shaw. Davis finishes with 22 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. Aubrey Shaw had 17 and 12. One of the best duos in the country. Forget about the state, the country. Bring home the state title as Blue Valley North wraps the 2025 season with a state championship. Michael, your final thoughts, not only on Blue Valley North, but another awesome season on Spectrum News.
Definitely a great year on Spectrum News of high school basketball, seeing some of the young up-and-coming talent and the talent that will take over at the collegiate level, and with a player like Davis, the WNBA level. So great opportunity. Great job by our production team in the truck who came down at Wichita, did a fantastic job. Appreciate it. An amazing season for us all.
Another state championship for Blue Valley North. What a year they had. What a year we had on Spectrum News. A great night from the two superstars, but an all-around performance from Blue Valley North. They hang another one in the hallways at North. A dominant performance tonight. Thank you, Michael Watson. Thank you for letting me join you alongside this year on Spectrum News. Have a good night, and we will see you next November.